What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time 3D. In the last episode, we started the water temple, met up with Princess Ruto, and lowered the water down to the second level. In this episode, we're going to continue on through the temple, going clockwise of course, and make our way to the next item. We're actually going to get the next generic temple item, believe it or not. I know, isn't that a nice change of pace for once? They're actually going to give it to us early on in the temple, when we can make some use of it. But we got a crystal switch over here, and a geyser blocking this chest, so let's just go and hit that switch with our hook shot. And hey, that'll allow us to access this chest. And inside, of course, we have the dungeon compass. Alright, so now that we've got that, we can make our way back down to the first floor. I believe you could actually go in here technically when the water is on level 3, so at the very start of the dungeon, but that really doesn't make much sense. Anyway, we're making our way back down to the first floor because if you remember correctly in the last episode, we saw Ruto sort of float up all the way to the third layer, and in that second layer there was a breakable wall, and since the water is on level 2, we have access to that area now. So if we float on up there, any day now, we can actually just drop a bomb right in front of this wall and then go on through it. And behind the wall is a small chest, which of course is going to contain another small key, which brings us up to 3. And that's very important. If you don't have 3 keys at this point, you need to figure out where you missed one, because you're not going to be able to make any real progress without all 3 of them. Since we got all of them, we're good to go. We need to float back up to layer 2 now, and there's actually a locked door that we can go through. There's really not much else that we can do on level 2 right now, so what we're going to do is actually go and find the triforce panel so we can raise the water to level 3. And in this room we have, well, another crystal switch and a geyser. So what you're going to want to do is stand on the geyser and then activate the crystal switch. Now be careful, because once you get to the top here, well, there is going to be a Tektite waiting for you. So let's just get him out of the way. Whoa, he almost caused me to fall to my death. Get out of here, Tektite. Now that he's gone, we're free to go through this door, and hey, check it out. There's the third triforce panel, so let's go and play Zelda's Lullaby and return the water to its original state. Changing the water level is really where a lot of people get annoyed with this temple, and honestly, it's not that big of a deal. You only need to change the water level to each specific level like twice throughout the entire temple if you know what you're doing. Anyways, we're going to go and open this locked door now, which is actually directly above the locked door that we opened up to get in here to begin with. But this is where we start getting into the puzzle portion of this temple. But first, let's get rid of these keys just hanging out here. But we got a really cool puzzle here. We got to like hookshot up these moving platforms so we can access the door on the other side. There's also a gold skeleton right off to my right here. We can't get it right now. Once we get the item from this temple, we can come back and get that skeleton. So for now, let's just grab this platform. That was very close. And we're going to make our way up these moving platforms. Normally you only have to do this like twice and you can get the hookshot target, so it really shouldn't take us too long to get up there. I just want to make sure though, we'll definitely be able to get it this time. There we go. And here's where our third key is going to come in handy to open up this door. And in this room we have a bunch of Tektites on the ground and a crystal switch in the middle. It's a different crystal switch, but first things first, I'm going to get rid of all these Tektites. They're going to be really annoying if I just leave them here, because that switch in the middle of the room will actually raise and lower the water at our command. So if we raise it up, the Tektites can then reach us, and then that's just not a lot of fun at all. Now they're gone though, we can activate this switch and, well, it'll raise the water and these dragon statues, which of course all have hookshot targets on them. This is like the very first tedious puzzle. Besides raising the water in the main temple, this is where the puzzles start to get very tedious. We have to raise and lower this water thing like, I don't know, 4 times in this room. It's just utterly ridiculous, really. And I know some people will disagree with me on this, but I believe at this point in the game, the dungeons start to take a dive a little bit. Like, I think it's because of how powerful you become at this point in the game. Like, we have a lot of heart containers, we have a lot of weapons and items that we can use at our disposal, so the dungeons become less of an adventure and more of a chore in my opinion. So as a result, they become less fun, and you feel like you have to do them just to get the next item to make any progress. And I mean, you technically had to do that through all the dungeons, but they were more fun doing it before. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anyways, we got some Tektites over here, so let's get rid of these real quick. And oh no, we have another like. At least he can't get to us because the spikes are in the way, and we can still shoot him with our arrows. I mean, and that right there just sort of proves my point of us being way too powerful at this point in the game. I mean, they should have saved some of the more powerful items for a little bit later on, I think, but maybe that's just me. Alright, so let's restock our supplies if we can, and then head through this room, and whoa! This area is kind of cool, right? We got kind of like a little bit of an oasis going on in here. There's like a Japanese style shrine building over here. Although the door looks locked. This barrier is blocking the door. There must be some secret to opening it. Alright, well, let's go explore around, I guess. Not really much to see in this room, is there? Anything by this tree? I guess not. Oh, it looks like Navi found something. Whoa! That is a figure. Navi, what is this? Darkling, conquer yourself. Alright, so we have probably one of the coolest mini-bosses in any of the temples, Dark Link. He's a fairly easy boss if you have the big Goron sword. You just gotta really spam attack him. There's a few other ways you can go about attacking him as well. I believe you can use the megaton hammer on him. By far the easiest way of attacking him is using Din's fire when he gets close to him. So that'll do a considerable amount of damage to him. I'm surprised it didn't actually kill him. Oh well, we'll just keep going at him with our sword. He should be pretty close to dying, actually. There he goes. But yeah, as you can see, he's not really that hard of a mini-boss. He can be kind of difficult, but if you have the big Goron sword, you're pretty much set. Alright, so let's move on to the next room, and hey, check it out! There's a big chest in here, which means we are about to get the item from this temple. Oh man, what's it gonna be? And with that, we found the long shot. It's an upgrade to our hook shot and extends twice as far. And as far as temple items go, this one's kind of lackluster. I feel cheated because it's an upgrade to an item that we already had. Anyways, we got a time block here, so let's just play the Song of Time real quick. There we go. And once that thing is out of our way, we can jump down the hole that appears. Link, be careful, don't get swallowed by the vortexes. Oh, thanks, Navi. That's a good tip that anyone with a brain could have figured out. So what you want to do in here is just basically follow the current all the way down and, well, like Navi said, avoid the vortexes if that wasn't apparent enough already. When you get to this area, though, you want to equip your iron boots. It would help if I actually had my items organized, but, that should do it. So let's take out our newly acquired long shot, and hey, look, there's a gold skeleton on the wall. And since our long shot is, well, long, we can actually reach it from really far away. Okay, so now this is the tricky part. Let's just avoid both of these vortexes. I want to get on this platform, that way I can angle myself correctly, because right behind us, there is actually another platform that we need to go on. And you might have saw it on the way down, but there's an ice switch directly in front of this platform that we can hit with our arrows, which will open up the gate off to our left. And of course, I'm just going to hookshot onto this chest to pull myself over nice and quick. And we'll open up this chest and get another small key. And you guys thought we were almost done with this temple. Ha! We're only about halfway done at this point. Oh, you might recognize this room. This is the one with the current in the crystal switch inside the dragon mouth. Right now, we are making our way back towards the central tower of the temple. Now that we have the long shot, we're essentially going to redo the entire temple. So we're going to go reset the water to level 1, then go to level 2, then go to level 3. And along the way, of course, we're going to use the long shot to access a few new areas and collect some things that we couldn't get before. In fact, there's that gold skeleton that I pointed out at the beginning of this episode, and we can actually get that right now since we have the long shot. And the water does need to be on level 3 to get that, so it makes sense to just go and pick that up right now. So I guess I'll go and do that, but of course we need to float all the way up there first. Any day now would be nice, come on. Alright, there you go, Tektite, don't you dare jump on me. I'm just gonna kill you, get out of here. And, yeah, hey, we're right in front of the door that we need to be in. Well, that is definitely convenient for us. Let's head back through this door, and... well, of course the keys have respawned, so let's get rid of those quickly. And now that we have our long shot, we can easily reach this Skulltula all the way on that wall back there. I know it seems kind of far away, but no, you can totally get it this time. But now that is out of the way, let's head back to the central room of the temple. And there's still a lot to do, but honestly, this is the best cutoff point, unfortunately, so I'm going to end off the episode here. So once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.